Hey guys, and welcome back to my page. First off, this is a very highly requested video. Basically what I eat in a day as a nutritionist, as a personal trainer, and as somebody who lives a plant-based lifestyle. Before I go into this topic of this video, my name is Emma Troop. I go by Miss Emma Troop on Instagram, and my wellness and lifestyle blog is also missemmatroop.com. And I have a ton of similar posts and recipes very similar to this video. So if you like it, give this video a thumbs up and go and check out my other videos and blog posts. If you watched my last video that I filmed a couple months ago, probably like 9 months ago, it was more than a couple months ago, a full day of eating. It's very similar to this video, but this is just kind of an updated version. I'm still eating very plant-based, but you're going to see a little twist here. What I eat in a day. I first just want you to know that not every single day looks like this, alright? I don't always have time to meal prep and go to local spots and get healthy plant-based food. I really don't. And this video is going to be a little breakdown of what a day in the life kind of looks like for me, of what I'm eating. And I'll go in depth of my meals and what I'm using in them and why I'm using them, and kind of I'll also just talk about why I've kind of decided to live a plant-based lifestyle. When I was in the Institute of Holistic Nutrition, that's a school I went to get my registration as a holistic nutritionist, I learned a lot about what a plant-based diet can do for you and what obviously eating animal products does to you. So I kind of did a test. I decided to start eliminating or avoiding or eating in moderation animal products. I was someone who drank milk every single day, probably like 2 cups of milk. I had it with dinner. I was probably like putting it in my smoothies way back in the day when I was getting into fitness. And I honestly didn't really know the negative side effects that milk has, all those antibiotics and hormones. I decided to eliminate it from my diet, and things like bloating and gas like completely went away. Obviously I still have bloating and gas with some foods I eat. Taking a digestive enzyme with a lot of my plant-based meals is a great way to break down the legumes and the grains and break down some of those enzymes that are in there that maybe my body's not able to all the time. And that's really the main reason why I avoided dairy and red meat as well. My body was just not digesting it properly. I learned how the digestive system was properly supposed to work, and that was not happening with me when I was eating dairy and red meat. I was just feeling so uncomfortable. I always had cramps. I just wanted to lay down for like the rest of the day after I was eating red meat or, eating a burger or something like that. When I was younger, I was never a girl who was into steaks and ribs and all that anyways, so I found eating a plant-based diet was somewhat of an easy transition for me to get into, just because craving red meat was something that never really happened to me, like even my whole entire life. Now, eliminating dairy, that was a little tricky. Milk, not at all. There are so many awesome vegan and plant-based milk substitutions like nut milk, rice milk, soy milk. So that really wasn't the issue, but eating things like cheese, honestly, just like meat, I wasn't really obsessed with cheese when I was younger either, or ever, but I do like to have it once in a while on my meals, and honestly, I don't find any problem with that in a plant-based diet. If you want to sprinkle a little Parmesan on your pasta or your salad, go right ahead, or a little feta cheese, because that's my favorite, and goat cheese. That's something I actually like to incorporate in my plant-based diet. I'm still eating a ton of plants, and more plants than I would animal products, but I like to add in those little savory bits every once in a while. There's no problem with that. There's no strict rules or guidelines with eating plant-based. Honestly, just wanting to eat more plants than you would animal products, and choosing to eat those animal products maybe a few times a week, maybe once a day, and eventually that's going to start coming out of your diet little by little, and you won't even notice it until one day you're like, I don't even want that anymore. There's so many benefits that come along with eating a plant-based diet, honestly, for your body, for your digestive system, for the environment. So give it a try for a little bit. Even for a couple of days, it's honestly not as hard as it looks. Even use these meals that I'm using in this video and just give it a try and see how your body's working with it. Since I also know like what to eat, how to eat throughout the day is honestly a really big kind of topic with eating plant-based. That's going to be a big topic with honestly anything nutrition, especially pre and post workout. So you're going to see in this video that what I'm eating for breakfast and what I'm eating for lunch is basically my pre-workout meal and my post-workout meal. I'm also having my protein shake in there. The better part is I also have a blog post about pre-workout foods and post-workout foods. what you should be eating, and a couple supplements for pre and post. Link to this video in the description below of my newest blog post. So if you like this video, you gotta go read that blog post because there's a lot of information about pre and post workout foods, and I'm really focusing on plant-based. And one thing you're gonna notice in these meals that I like to add a lot of extra things on top of my meals to add nutrients, to add texture, to add flavor, just to add to the overall meal. Superfoods like pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, hemp hearts, fruits, and nuts. You're gonna see a lot of that in my meals, and that's something I would honestly really recommend to go out and invest a little bit of your money in. Not expensive at all, especially if you're buying those things from like the bulk section. Just to be having those in your cupboard, to be sprinkling them on every meal and in your smoothies and in your protein shakes and stuff like that, you're going to be increasing your nutrients that you're going to be giving your body. Your overall health is just going to increase. I usually like to eat 3 meals a day. I don't really like to skip breakfast, but once in a while that happens. I work a part-time job as well at a health food and supplement store, so I'm not able to always like wake up early and prepare a meal. My body needs rest. So today I am having the 3 meals. I probably won't be snacking too much throughout the day because I will be having my protein shake. And that's something I'm going to go a little bit in depth about with my protein shake as well, because it is a really good shake and I absolutely love it. I will kind of recommend a couple snacks that you can be having throughout the day that are still sticking to a plant-based lifestyle. Okay, and some of my favorite snacks are honestly going to be things like vegan protein bars, granola, trail mix, hummus. Friggin' love hummus and vegetables. Nut butter and banana, that's another thing I've been really getting into, or nut butter and fruit. There's honestly lots of little nice vegan little snacks out there that are available. I do like to stick to whole foods. I don't like to be buying too many packaged snacks, but like I said, I don't always have the time to meal prep and make healthy snacks, so I like to just use what's available at my store, what's available at home. There's honestly no real guidelines for plant-based snacks. Eat what your body wants, eat plant-based, and try to aim for those 3 meals, because that's really what's going to get you those nutrient-dense calories that your body's going to be needing to feel full and satisfied. Okay, and so this is basically meal 1 of the day. I've already had some of my lemon water, but I'm going to start off with my oats. So honestly, really simple, just organic steel-cut oats. Was topped off with some blueberries, banana, raspberry, strawberry, pumpkin seed, chia seeds, and hemp hearts. I mixed in cashew milk with cinnamon. It's called Ceylon cinnamon. It's like the Sri Lankan cinnamon. It's the one with really all the medicinal benefits. So I like to add that into my oats just to give some more flavor. And obviously the fruit just gives some nice texture and some more plant nutrients. I also have half a scoop of protein powder mixed in here, the Fermented vegan that you guys know I always use, just to have a nice ratio of protein to carbs. This is a perfect meal, honestly, before the gym. I'll sometimes have this after the gym as well, but I really felt like some oats this morning. It's a little chilly here, so this is going to be a really nice warming meal and will fill me up, give me some good energy before the gym. Now, if I don't do oatmeal, I usually do something like sweet potatoes with some tofu or some eggs, but wasn't really feeling that this morning. I will post a recipe of something like that soon, but honestly, you don't even need a recipe for oats. It's so simple, just make them the way you like it and load it up with plant nutrients. Finished my gym session and I am having my shake. I'm super sweaty. I had to drive my mom somewhere, so I kind of cooled down a little bit, but yeah, so protein shake as well. I kind of had this filled up to the top. I don't drink all max protein. I don't drink all max isoflex. No way. No way. No way. No way here. No way protein here. Okay, but here's a little bit more information about the protein powder that I use. So all of my protein shakes that I use are always vegan or always plant-based. I'm not a fan of whey protein anymore. That's also something I've completely really eliminated from my diet. So choosing a plant-based vegan protein, just another way you can be choosing to live a plant-based lifestyle. Also going to be a lot of benefit for your digestive system. It's going to be much easier and lighter for your digestive system to digest rather than whey. But the one thing is you're going to have to get used to the grainy texture a little bit. But I got 2 choices here that are amazing, and I'm just going to give a little breakdown. So, the Genuine Health Fermented Vegan Protein. This one you've probably seen on my Instagram. You've probably seen it in stores as well. Absolutely my favorite protein at the moment. The fermentation basically helps with the digestion of the protein, helps with the absorption of the nutrients, so you're going to get more out of this protein powder than you would really with any other protein powder. It's made with things like yellow pea protein, brown rice seed protein, quinoa protein, spirulina protein, alfalfa protein, so there's some amazing nutrients in here. This is usually my protein that I will use when I'm cooking, or like when I'm using it with oats or something like that, or when I'll use it in a smoothie. I like to use it with whole foods and foods rather than just mixing it with almond milk and drinking it straight up. I like to kind of add it like that. It can also be used this way as a meal replacement if you're going to be adding it into a smoothie. I usually don't use meal replacements, but in the mornings in the summer I definitely like to have this with some fruit blended up. It's amazing. On the other hand, this is the VEGA Sport. You guys have probably also seen this one and heard about this one. It's amazing. This is my post-workout protein shake. This mixed with almond milk, dark chocolate almond milk, which is what I showed in the video just before this. It honestly tastes like cake. It is amazing. Basically with the VEGA Sport, you get 30 grams of protein. The scoop is a lot bigger than this one though, so that's why you're getting 10 extra grams of protein. This one only has 20. You're also getting 6 grams of BCAAs, which is amazing. So that's something you wouldn't even have to go buy at a health food and supplement store. It's already included in this protein. The BCAAs are basically just going to be helping with muscle repair, protein synthesis, rebuilding your own proteins in your body. There's also 6 grams of glutamine in here, which is great for digestive health. Turmeric for anti-inflammatory, it's great after a post-workout. Tart cherry, which is a diuretic, which will help eliminate some of that excess protein. And probiotics to also help with the digestion. So this protein powder is honestly amazing. You guys gotta give both of these a try. Whole foods, post-workout. Love them. Look at those veggies frying up. Okay, this is about to go down. Here we go. Okay, and so this is my post-workout meal today. This looks like a lot. I may not eat this all. I didn't realize how much I just served myself. But honestly, you may be thinking it looks really complex, but it's not. It's super simple. I just have some tofu, probably about half a cup that I cut up. I marinated it in some teriyaki sauce while I was at the gym. So that was sitting for about almost an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then I threw some cauliflower, broccoli, and carrots on a pan in the oven at 400. Tossed it in some olive oil and garlic. Simplest thing, baked it for 15 minutes, and you got some nice roasted, crunchy, yummy vegetables here. So those are my favorite part of the meal, honestly. And then I also have some white rice. Unfortunately, I didn't have brown rice, but I have organic white basmati rice, which still has some really good nutrients to it. And honestly, I'm not even concerned about that because I'm adding some really good nutrients here from all these other vegetables. So white rice, not really concerned right now. And I also added some raw beet that I shredded up with a cheese grater and some microgreens. Honestly, just to add some freshness to there. It's a pretty warm baked meal already, so adding some fresh greens and some fresh vegetables is just going to liven the meal up a little bit. And added some sesame seeds to the top of that and some pumpkin seeds as well, just for a little bit of crunch. And honestly, I didn't use many spices. I just honestly used the teriyaki sauce. Tossed the vegetables in olive oil and garlic and a little bit of chili, salt and pepper, and that was it. It's honestly flavorful enough. So yeah, delicious post-workout meal. Hopefully I eat this all. This is quite a bit right now, but it was leg day, so I'm just thinking about the plant-based gains right now. Tonight's dinner, and this is how I like to incorporate plant-based mixed with a little bit of animal protein once in a while. So as you can see, I have some chicken breast here with my salad. I just have some regular lettuce, some cucumber and onion, alfalfa sprouts. I love my sprouts so much. They are so nutrient dense and delicious. Some more beet that I had from lunch. I just topped it with some vegan crispy onion treats, which are really nice. And I also have a side of lentil soup. I didn't make this soup. I just bought it from the grocery store. It was like $7.99. We sell it at the store I work at as well. So yeah, I'm just enjoying this outside on my deck right now. It's about 7:30. And for my dressing, what I'm using for my salad, I haven't bought a salad dressing, honestly, in probably like 2 or 3 years. I've just been learning to make my own, and this is the dressing that I made. I just used it in a little green press bottle. Olive oil, balsamic, Dijon, little bit of maple syrup or honey, garlic, salt and pepper, and an herb. I also just drizzle it on. I use as much as I like because It's honestly not like a normal salad dressing you're gonna find in a grocery store. It's gonna be very nutrient dense. It's almost like a healing salad dressing. I actually have a little recipe, a few recipes on my website about how to make your own salad dressing and why you should be making your own and avoiding store-bought salad dressings, which are just filled with sugars and preservatives. But yeah, so honestly, very simple meal. I'm probably going to be having a couple treats tonight as well. I bought a protein bar because I realized that I was a little bit hungrier than I thought I was going to be after lunch. So I'll be having a protein bar as well, and the soup is delicious. I'll be downing this first before I have my salad. So like I said, honestly, I like to incorporate animal protein a few times a week. Today I'm having it with my dinner. I'll probably have it 3 or 4 times a week, not necessarily every day, but I was feeling like a chicken salad the last few days, so why not? There's honestly no strict rules or guidelines to be eating plant-based, so just figure out what your body works with, what your body likes, and apparently this fly really likes my salad right now. Okay, and I really hope you guys liked this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching.